Let's see. Hi, everyone. It is me, Sailor Earth, Ernest here, and today we're going to talk about, you know, why, uh, why only Cartoon Network or Drawing Show Folkwork and why TV were the only farsi or folkwork businesses to do right by Sailor Moon. Now, keep in mind, Cartoon Network or Drawing Show Folkwork, had the longer broadcast yesteryear of Sailor Moon. They took over handling that deal started in between 98 YL and ended in 2003 YL with the Deke Glee and Pioneer Glee Sailor Moon. That does not include that does not talk about their time with the Viz Sailor Moon. Anyway, and why TV over in the settled land that very few folks in the 401 Reich season have due to oversights and laws about what folkworks can run in the settled land and what folkworks can be in the 401 Reichs and which ones cannot. Now, first off, YTV, just like Cartoon Network, had a longer broadcast deal with it. Now between 98 YL 2003 YL. Now, both folkworks put Sailor Moon on at a good time. Now, YTV, I don't know what time they did, but I heard that sometimes it was 12 midday. I heard sometimes it was 5:30. I heard sometimes it was 4:30 in the afterday. But whatever time they put it on, it must have worked because it did very well there. And the Cartoon Network or Drawing Show Folkwork had Sailor Moon on at 4 o'clock or 4:30 in the afterdays. And that seemed to be good enough watch time for it to work out. At the end of the day, my guess is that it was just folkworks that were more open-minded to these shows. They weren't misran like UPN and WB were. They weren't going through shifts of ownership and leaderships like USA was at the time. So that may have been the grounds of it. Or maybe it was the right fit, I guess. Now, I know a lot of folks out there might wonder about that. Now, at the end of the day, I don't really know. All I know is that they gave Sailor Moon, greater broadcast blocks or times, and that they happened to have the longer broadcast yesterday deal with it. And at the end of the day, why those two folkworks were the only ones, to do right by Sailor Moon, I guess it's out of luck. Out of luck that Cartoon Network or Drawing Show Folkwork or YTV, I guess it was out of luck that those two just happened to get Sailor Moon when they did. And both of them just happened to have out of luck put it on at the right times and just happened to get a longer broadcast deal out of it. And if you go back and look at Sailor Moon's broadcast yesteryear, you can tell that it didn't really have a really long broadcast deal on any other folkworks. I mean, it was on UPN and WB and between 95 YL and was dropped due to a lack of looking. It was on USA and between 97 YL, but was dropped due to a shift of ownership and leadership at the time. And it was on Cartoon or whatever, Drawing Show from between 98 to 2003 YL. And YTV from between 95 YL until 2003 YL. And why those two folkworks ended up the ones to do right by Sailor Moon, your guess is as good as mine. And a lot of folks will say that that's where they watch Sailor Moon at. A lot of folks will say, oh, well, they missed Sailor Moon was on UPN and WB due to being on too early. A lot of folks may have seen it on USA. But at the end of the day, it was Cartoon and YTV where most of everyone saw it on. And at the end of the day, I don't know why those two folkworks did right by Sailor Moon. Why they gave Sailor Moon a good broadcast time. Or why they got the longer broadcast, deal with Sailor Moon at the time. Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry about that. That coughing. Whatever. Alright, if you like this film, then you can watch Sailor Mini Moon or Small Moon or Little Moon Reenie talk about going out yesterday if you want to or not. I'm Sailor Earth Ernest, and I'll see you later.